Happy day, my dear kids. Hope you all understood the concept of addition and subtraction in chapter 2. You have small assessment test also in chapter 2. Today we are going to see chapter 3 length in meters. What is length? Length means identifying the size of an object or the distance between 2 points. Let me know what is length practically and why we are using length in meters. Look at the image. There are two children standing near the blue wall and red wall. Can you measure the height of the children using the wall? No. Then how can we measure it? Using the ruler. This is a ruler to measure the length of an object. We can call it as scale. Can you measure the length of those two children by using a small scale of 30 centimeter? We can measure using small scale, but it takes more time. So we need a ruler which is of 1 meter. Do anybody know what is the unit of length? Unit of length is meter. The symbol of meter can be written as m. The following image shows how to measure the height of those two children using a meter scale. Place a ruler on the floor vertically to measure the height of those two children with the given unit. Who is taller than 1 meter scale? David is taller than 1 meter scale. Who is shorter than 1 meter scale? Ben is shorter than 1 meter scale. We can also measure the length of an object by keeping a scale horizontally. Keep the scale in horizontal position to measure the length of an object. The length of this scale is of 1 meter. Listen to the question. Measure your height with a meter ruler. Are you taller than or shorter than 1 meter? What you have to do is you have to measure the height by using the ruler scale, and you have to check whether you are taller than 1 meter scale or shorter than 1 meter scale. After checking your height with the meter scale, you have to write in the dash as I am taller than 1 meter if you are taller, or if you are shorter, then you have to write it as I am shorter than 1 meter. Another image is given. What you have to do is you have to measure the length and breadth of the table which is in your home. In the given image, the length of the table is more than 1 meter and the breadth of the table is less than 1 meter. Here a question is given to measure the length of the classroom, but you are in home, right? So you have to measure the length of your room, whether it is more than 1 meter or less than 1 meter. Check your room length whether it is more than 1 meter or less than 1 meter using a scale, and write it in green box as more than or less than. Next, look at the image. Here a board is given. What you have to do is you have to cut a string of 1 meter long, and you have to measure the length of the whiteboard using that string, 1 meter string. Look at the question. Is the length of the whiteboard more than or less than 3 meters? I already checked that our classroom's length of the board is more than 3 meters. Write it in the dash as more than. Look at the next question. You have to measure the length from your classroom to the next classroom using the same 1 meter string. After measuring the length of the classroom to the next classroom using the string, you have to check whether it is more than or less than 10 meters. I already measured it. It is less than 10 meters. The let's do part should be done by yourself in your classroom, but we are not in classroom, so I gave the answer for 2 questions. In this topic length in meters, we are not measuring the unit. We are measuring whether it is more than or less than, taller than or shorter than. Hope you all understood how to measure the length of an object using a meter scale. If you want to watch the videos of chapter 2 in this channel, subscribe this channel Red Hot Spicy Samayal and watch the videos in this channel. Thank you, my dear kids.